Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Tuesday, January 27th, 2026. Let's take a look at the economic calendar for today. So what do we see here? Not too many data during the Asian session. We got only business confidence data from the Australia. Actual number is 3. Unemployment rate data from Poland is scheduled for at 10 o'clock, and at 2:30 we got wholesale sales from the Bank of from the Canada. At 6 o'clock, sorry, at 3 o'clock we got HPI composite data from the USA. At 3:45 we got Bank of Canada rate statement. Consumer confidence data from the USA is scheduled for release at 4 o'clock. 2 hours later we got German Buba President Nagel to give a speech. 2 hours later at 6 o'clock we got ECB President Christine Lagarde to give a speech. 5-year note auction from the US 7 o'clock. API weekly crude oil stock data release at 10:30, and that's about it. So not very busy day for the data releases. So without any further ado, let's focus on the charts. We start with euro dollar. So the euro dollar is not doing much these days after the bearish divergence has been spotted. Local high 1.1909, very close to the technical resistance at 1.1920, only 12 pips away from this technical resistance. As you can see, we got this blue arrows here, so we know it's here. Now, the technical resistance is located at 1.1920, but the situation here doesn't actually look like the market wants to go lower, despite the fact that it hits the extremely overbought conditions, and there is a bearish divergence here on the RSI. You can see it clearly here. It's a minimal bearish divergence. Nevertheless, it is still here. Moreover, this movement to the upside looks like a 4-wave pattern. So what we need actually is one more wave to the upside. If this is, of course, the Elliott impulsive wave, yeah, so we got wave 1, wave 2, possibly somewhere there will wave 3 will be completed, wave 4 correction, wave 5 to the upside, and the movement to the upside is done. So this is how it looks like. Let me just move this arrow. There you go. All right, and then obviously some sort of the technical supports might be tested sooner or later. So if this is the impulsive wave, we are still missing top for the wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5 on the euro dollar. British pound is looking quite similar to the euro dollar. Let me just place the Elliott wave pattern here. Impulsive wave is developing this way. Wave 1, wave 2, possibly wave 3 has been completed here. Wave 4 and possibly wave 5 to the upside might be made, and then fully blown 5-wave impulsive structure is ready. Please notice extremely overbought conditions, so it's good for the market to pull back a little bit and create the wave 4 roughly around 1.3642. If this level is violated, then we can go as low as 1.3586. But then if this is the impulsive wave, still wave 5 to the upside is missing. Only after this 5 wave is completed, ABC correction is next. US dollar versus the Japanese yen, very interesting situation here. We are trying to bounce from the extremely oversold conditions. Nevertheless, local low was made here at the level of 153.32. We got the bounce towards the 154.89. And this bounce is very shallow, to be honest. Nevertheless, maybe the market is trying to cover the gap. So there you go. This is possibly the situation that might be spotted very soon. Where are my arrows? There you go. I'm looking for this arrow. There you go. Right. This is quite important because market has a tendency to fill the gap, and maybe this movement to the upside is here to fill this gap and then reverse lower. Elliott wave waves it doesn't actually looks like a impulsive wave, not from the extreme high. This one is more likely in 3 waves. that's more corrective. Of course, this is impulsive. Nevertheless, it doesn't fit to any situation here, and that is, of course, Bank of Japan intervention. So actually, another situation here to take into the account. Maybe the intervention will be self-sustained, and after the gap is filled, the market will reverse lower. We will see. For now, good place to keep an eye on. Gold. Gold keeps moving higher. A local high $5,092. The bearish divergence keeps developing. We got first attempt to pull back. Low 4,989. So more than $100 in one go. In 4 hours, basically, it was done. So let me just place the line here so you can see where is the technical resistance. There you go, 5,092. This is 5,090. No, sorry, 5,110. That was the swing high, local swing high, and trend high, yeah, uptrend high. For now, bearish divergence, extremely overbought conditions. There is a chance for the market to go towards 4,900 or even lower if this divergence will resolve itself into the extremely oversold conditions. If it go only to the level of 50 on the hour side, then roughly 4,900 is the next target for the bears. S&P 500 4-hour time frame chart looking bullish. We broke above the black trend line. So that's a very interesting situation here. Very, very nice looking pin bar here was produced. So these days that level here will act as the technical support. So let me just place this green line here, 6,936. And the strong positive momentum, 64 points, is generally established, and it looks like the market really wants to test at least this swing high from the January 13th, located at 6,996. Please notice the let me just make it thicker. The orange line here might be a little bit of the problem for the bulls. Nevertheless, any breakout above the trend line and above 6,996 is very, very bullish. Last but not least, Bitcoin. The Bitcoin doesn't actually doing well. It doesn't. The bulls doesn't want really to move higher. Then they just literally pretend they are moving anywhere. Bullish divergence is obvious here. As you can see, we went as high as the level of 40, almost 48. We almost hit the neutral level of 50, but something like a shooting star-ish has been made at the end of this move around 89,010, and now the market is moving lower. So this movement here was very shallow in price. This movement here was quite nice in terms of the momentum. So this momentum to the upside is fading, and the bears are still using any kind of a upward movement, pullback or correction to enter for a better price, basically, right? Because the momentum is very nice, moving, covering a lot of ground, but this movement to the upside from the loss of 86,000 towards the high of 89,000, it's only $3,000. That's not enough for the bulls to make control, to gain control over the market. This is just a regular pullback. It looks like in a free wave pullback to the upside, ended with possibly some kind of a shooting starish pin bar pattern, and we should see lower levels soon on the Bitcoin. Please keep an eye on $86,000 technical support. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.